Hello, Jim Ritter here. J Ritter 660 on YouTube. James A. Ritter on Facebook. Today is May 7th, 2014. This is episode 159. Okay, we're on the other side of that dam now. It's quite loud, so we'll just keep moving on. This is the other side of what we saw. If you remember, you saw a little trash can, and this is it. It's just so you can get your bearings of where we're at. Oh. The rain has officially caught up with us, so hopefully we can walk out of it. Hopefully. If you remember yesterday, I was saying how far it is to walk. But I did not mention that I did make a wrong turn, and that probably added an extra half a mile to my trip. So we are actually doing fairly good. Yes, I can see that we are. Here's the river elbow that went away from us is back up to us again, and you can see that the river split again. I don't know where that part of the river goes, but this is the main Chippewa River area. So we have a couple people coming up the bridge, so we will let them pass by. There was something up here that intrigued me a little bit, so we'll go ahead and let them walk by. But anyway, hello. Okay, they're by us now. I don't know if this thing was in the river for a while. It don't look like it got uprooted here. But if you ever wondered what the root system of a tree looked like, that's what it looks like. It's all tangled mess. Isn't that crazy? I don't recollect ever seeing something like that before. But we'll go up high. The rain has calmed down a little bit. Look at this. A big old fly. Yep, when the flies are out, that means spring is here. So there's another trail that takes us the exact same way, except for the fact that it is a little bit longer, and I chose not to go a little bit longer. I don't know if you can see it. I'm wobbling this bridge. It's starting to calm down, but there's a wild goose looking at us. You probably can't see him. He's got a white chest and a black neck and is facing directly toward us, so you can't really see his head, and his body goes off to the right. That is one thing about action cameras. They do not have focus on them, so I can't zoom in on them, but that's okay. Looks like the rain is starting to come down heavy again, so we'll get off this bridge and try to sneak ahead of it. It seems like it's coming south. It looks like we're pulling out of it. I don't see any rain clouds really up there. That's probably why it's not doing so much. As you can see from the videos, this is Wednesday afternoon, so about getting going on 3 o'clock. About 3 o'clock the students start running, but this is last week students will be in town. They're taking their final exams right now, so they might not necessarily be out running. Met a fisherman up here. He gave me some directions. So if you take this turn where the arrow says, it'll take you the northern route, and you'll avoid the park that we're going to, but it'll take you to M20, so this was a little bit longer, but I want to stay with the park systems. I don't want to stay with the trail systems, if you know what I mean. I'm using the trail systems to use the park systems, but apparently they have a lot more trails than I thought, and you can get turned around in here a little bit. I'm pretty good with the directions, so I don't really have too much trouble with that. So actually, we're pretty close to about probably halfway back. I might be able to do this in 3 videos. There are spots where the wind blows through because it's open area. It was windier before when I was coming through, and I thought, oh shoot, that's going to cause a lot of trouble. So we may have some wind issues in this video. I apologize for that, but we'll just keep on trucking. You get to see the beauty of it. Chippewa River again. There's another bridge that they made. It has a scenic outlook. If I wasn't so whipped, I would have took us up there to look. But here's your chance to come and check out and walk around. Like I said in one of my earlier videos, I'm sure in the amount of time that it takes me to walk, because I walk very slowly, you can probably accomplish this walk easily in 2/3 the time or half the time, depending on. And some people like to run, which they'll think, boy, that was nothing at all, that was only 2 or 3 miles. And that's true, but I walk very slowly, so it might be up to, and yeah, I don't think it'd be. The town itself is only about 3 miles long, but with all the crooks and turns and stuff, they add up on mileage. I'm not good at that. I walk about 3 miles an hour, so if this takes about an hour altogether, it's about 3 miles, maybe a little more. Well, I don't walk 3 miles an hour. I walk, well, about 2 miles an hour, because it takes me a half hour. Used to take me a half hour to walk 1 mile. But like I say, I saunter. I smell the roses, look at the leaves, look at the trees. So there was a gentleman out here earlier. I don't know where he was getting stones. He was getting stones from the right side and making a stone path on the left here. But I'm sure yesterday he could have just walked across there. But you can see the stones that he put across so that he could walk out there on that little point, or big point. That's one thing I thought of sometimes. I know it's unrealistic and I will never do it, but to have a house of my own on a little tiny island, but not much more than, just a short boat ride across to mainland. I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere. I want to have all the luxuries I have anyway. Water, heat, electricity. Probably on an island I'd probably have to have satellite TV, but with electricity you can do that. But that'll never happen. Those islands nowadays, when I was a kid, they were 100,000. Now they're $1 million, $1.5 million, just for a little chunk of land. Probably 1/3 of an acre, maybe. It's not a lot of land. But, people dream about stuff like that in their daydreams. Woo, I went 9 minutes with this video. So I'm going to call it good for this one. And we'll finish up this part of the park today, and we'll finish another day. So what do I usually say? Subscribe, leave a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to comment and share with your friends. Okay, bye-bye now. TTFN. Bye-bye.